Hey there everybody, it's Johnny coming at ya. Yeah, I'm the most delirious documentary person in the world, eh? Yeah, that's me. You know, if you're gonna do documentaries that are informative, you might as well make them delirious. Yeah, this is actually a free parking lot in Banff. Yeah, Banff's in a national park. Yeah, there's like real mountains, like over there. They're huge. That's Mount Rundle over there. It's like 9,600 feet. Yeah, it's way up there in like the jet stream. And there's the total hot sun guy. Yeah, he gives us life. You know, he's actually 98% of our life. Yeah, I've said this before. And this is my Blacking Outback, which is actually an environmental machine. Yeah. And what you hear in the background is a diesel truck. And past the Blacking Outback is we have the Banff Recycling Center that's downtown here, right? It's totally like the most beautiful recycling center in the world. Yeah, because it's the only recycling center that gets to look at Cascade Mountain straight on. Yeah, isn't that wild? Now it's Sunday, yeah, and it's the Victoria day-long weekend, and you know it's the last weekend at Sunshine Village is open. There's a slush cup today, and there's all kinds of fun. But this is the newspaper right here, and yeah, this is the delirious documentary, so it's going to be off the cuff and everything. So here we go here. Right in front of the firehouse over here, yeah. I actually saw fire trucks come out of there yesterday. Okay, moving on. Staying on track here. This recently, a crazy wildfire, one of the craziest ones I've seen for this early in the season. And it is Sunday, May 22nd here, right? Yeah, firebrand and everything, frustrates the yellow. It's not a fun time for campers and stuff like this. Us Canadians want to go out and have a good time, but we're kind of causing the problem here, eh? I'm the first photographer in the Canadian Rockies and the first photographer in Canada, for that matter, to actually take tree papers completely off his agenda, right? Last year I made this decision. I saw this movie called The Cove and saw how mass social communication basically is hurting the environment, and no one is really getting on the plate with this. And this is actually one of the things that actually is going to be the end of our world if we don't smarten up really quick here. Now, yeah, you see my car is like, it's on fire. Yeah, my car's totally on fire. And this is supposed to be the actual illustration. I have several ideas burning in my head over this, but the most important thing is that this is a representation of Canada's future up in smoke and burning, crazy like here, because of what we're doing. We're actually encouraging wildfires. We use, what do? We pull about 3.5 million barrels of oil out of the oil sands every day. Canada consumes about half of that every single day. So that's just putting more fire starter in the atmosphere. I've taken the 1-ton challenge, and it's one of the reasons why I do drive my 2.2 Subaru engine on high octane fuel that burns cleaner and gets better fuel economy, because the engine is working at a more friendly capacity. But the fact of the matter is, I'm going down in history as the photographer, and this is the true thing, because this is the only career I have right now, is to wake Canadians up that we are burning down our backyard. We're not going to be able to camp anywhere anytime soon, you know, once we burn it all down. I mean, the one year that I had a bookstore in 2003, there was something like 800 wildfires all over Western Canada, you know, and burning down people's homes and businesses and everything, right? And this is just going to get worse, right? Because global warming is going to keep on happening, you know, as we keep on driving these cars, as we keep on consuming this paper. And a lot of Canadians don't realize, but probably 50% of the trees in the world are in Canada. And we're consuming 12.5 billion trees each year in paper. Yeah, just like flipping a page. You know, that's the win of the time, right? And you know, this is the fact of the matter. And every day I recycle papers. You know, this is what I do. I recycle papers. Some weeks I let it build up just to see how much of a buildup there is. But there's papers, and there's tons of paper here. You know, every single day. You know, there's extras. You know, I could be actually personally recycling one tree a week. It's just an extra papers that no one ever reads. And this is trees, right? You know, this is this thing right over here, right? These two things right here are the exact same thing. And this is our heritage. Canadians actually have a leaf for our flag. We only have one symbol for Canada, and that's a leaf. That's a maple leaf. And we are in the tar sands right now. We're cutting down the forest that's above the tar sand. And then we're strip mining for 300 feet. So how is that forest going to grow back anytime soon if we're just doing better than taking off the topsoil? We're taking 300 feet of topsoil off the map. Yeah, it's a frustrating thing. And if I have to become prime minister, and if I have to do this, because I could do anything, you know, I took a test to enter the Navy SEALs. And the test basically said that I could actually do every single job that the Navy provided. But I'm an artist, and I'm a photographer. I'm a writer, and I can pretty much do anything I want to do, and I can recycle as well, like I'm doing right now. I can recycle, which is something that is a waste of hydrocarbons for papers, because you know recycling is great. We are doing something. It is helping. We are trying to do something positive here with this. But the fact of the matter is, you know, 25 years from now, when there's just that much less oil, because we're consuming like 80 million barrels of oil a day through our vehicles. Excuse me, there's some smog or something in the air. But the fact of the matter is, cut everything short here and get to a point. Let's have a quiet moment, because this is Victoria Day, right? As the fire department shows up here, as we're burning down Canada. I want Canadians to be victorious. I came back to Canada. I'm a green card baby. I came back to Canada to be stunned by the most amazing national park in the world. And this is the only home this is the place I chose right off the bat if I was going to come home back to Canada. And I saw a government that was a mess. I saw a parliament that tries to find resolutions through shouting matches and then through elections to resolve the shouting matches. And I mean, these are just acute observations. And I see Canadians on the average being $100,000 in debt. You know, I see us living way beyond our means. I see Calgarians going bankrupt, not over credit card expenditures, but over purchases on cars and houses, which are built out of paper and trees and, you know, oil. And we have these situations, and we're burning our backyard like there's no tomorrow because we're a brand new country, and we're consuming more water. We're doing all this. I mean, Canadians per capita are the largest consumers in the world. Plain and simple. We have extra long weekends all the time, having a great time, right? But you know, we're a third world country, and we don't even realize it, because 25 years from now, all of our resources are being gone because we burnt them up while we're having this party. Wow, we just got here. We got plenty of time because we're to the new world. But plain and simple, you know, I mean, if I have to become prime minister to see papers in Canada to come from a non-plant source base that doesn't need to be recycled, which is out there. Even the stone papers that I've been researching are by far a more superior form of mass social media. You could print our newspapers with it. Just for a stat here, it takes about 100 years on the average to grow one of these trees in our backyard here, right? Paper pulp from trees can only be recycled 3 times. 3 times. So, you know, and only 10% of the paper used in North America right now comes from post-consumer materials. So we're not really even putting a dent into it. when two out of 5 trees that are cut down globally are basically for paper, right? And most of that paper is thrown away. Now, these are the facts. It's been over 10 minutes now. It's been a heartful documentary, and this is all about taking paper from a different source in trees. Have a good day.